problem at the time that you were not supposed to, because when you had a chance, you didn't value it. So one, sometimes you can salvage it halfway somehow, but sometimes too, when the opportunity comes for you to salvage, it will be at an extreme expense to your time, and at any point in time, whatever you wanted to do, you might end up doing it at a time you are not supposed to do it. The last point I want to talk about that is sometimes your decisions don't affect just you. So think hard before you get yourself into anything, because you are not the only person who will pay the price. If you don't sit for a paper, there are two ways around it. You won't graduate. And then at the extreme end, you will see that you deciding not to sit for a paper or rewrite a paper has implications on your life, on your partner, on your parents, because now you are going to be a burden. So just one decision, you couldn't see how the effect that is going beyond just you. Are your decisions privy to only you? When you assess and know that you are not the only person who's going to pay the price, you make decisions that will be congruent with your values. So please bear in mind, the decisions you take do not only conform to you. Sometimes, I know it doesn't sound very true, it's not fair, but judgments are made on what we see. It's not fair. I know that I should get to know you, know your true persona, and then like you or dislike you. But unfortunately, it's not like that. I'll see you first and make my judgment. Bear in mind that whatever you are portraying, whatever you are wearing, whatever content you are putting out there is an extension of your persona. And if you don't see it like that, unless scientists are able to tell me that there's a parallel universe where what you do here is different from what you do online, then fine, case closed. But until then, you can never draw a line between how you are seen as an individual and everything else you do online. So starting today, anything you do should be in line with your ideal self. Don't assume that, yes, I want to be an MD, but online, I'm a bad bitch. The two are parallel. They have to be congruent. Whatever you display online should fit into your personal ideals and where you want to go. There are no two ways about that. So remember, optics is very important, and it's a lesson that I learned throughout my progression in my professional life and in my personal life. Fail forward. See motivation as failure. I've failed papers before. I know someone who also failed in conflict management at the University of Ghana, failed in ACA writing, and had to sit and rewrite those papers. Sat, wrote them, passed, and is graduating on Monday. I failed in one of the same courses, marketing research and information, failed miserably. I got an E. If for a white man to mark your paper and give you an E means that, why not? And then I sat down, went to EB2 bookshop, bought all the books I could get on marketing research and information, learned, taught my classmates, taught my course mates, to the extent that if I sleep and you wake me up, how do you go about something? I could just tell you. How do you assess the validity of data collected? I learned everything I needed to do. Sat for the same paper, and I was the best student in Ghana for that year, for that paper. This is someone who failed a paper at the first attempt, but I failed forward. It means come back stronger. You fail, that becomes the motivation to put in more efforts and ace whatever the problem is. So we've learned that there are no shortcuts, there's no luck, time is a currency, use it well. Nothing is free. There are implications for every decision, implications that go beyond just you, because some of the decisions you take affect other people. Optics is important, and fail forward. A little bit about optics. So, like I mentioned, your online persona, that ties back to timeless currency, because if you go online, how you use your time. My brother said that the things you follow, you said something around what you follow determines who follows you. What you follow determines who follows you. What are the pages you are following online? This is literal. I'm just taking a literal application of that. You've noticed that if you are following Shatawale, not that he's a bad brand. I mean, back at Fidelity, we try to engage him for a brand ambassadorship. There's some charisma that he carries that we felt could be beneficial to the brand. But if you follow Shatawale, you would realize that it is other fans of Shatawale who will be following you. What you follow determines who follows you. If you follow Shatawale, if you follow a pastor, other people who follow the pastor will also follow you. If you follow any popular pastor, men's or wherever online, you see that circle is the crowd that will also follow you. So be intentional online. Be very intentional online. Because like I said, you cannot delineate your person from your online personality. You thought there were different things, but from today, bear in mind that whatever you are putting out there is an extension of yourself. Does it feed into the broader picture of what you want to do? Let's move on to the next slide, and then I'll wrap up. So I want to give you something to ponder about. This is about having dreams, setting objectives for yourself. There's a website called futureme.com, where you can actually set your personal objectives and then set a time for it and work towards your objective so that you can check in to see the progress from the past, telling you that this is what you wanted to do. Have you achieved it? Thank you for your time. I'll give the next 5 minutes for Q&A. If you have any questions that you want us to talk about, we can talk about that. Any question? Yes, my brother.
All right. Thank you so much for your presentation. I have this particular question that has been bothering me for so long, and I think today is the right time for me to ask.
Shoot.
The first point was for us to serve and show ourselves approved. As young students, as we are, sometimes we are ready to serve, especially UCC. And I have the ambition to work with UCC some years ago. And for us to serve and also get ourselves approved. I think the right time is when we are in school. We try to do some tension with these organizations that have the passion for working with. Sometimes we send our letters to GCT.
At me, but you continue.
We don't get any response or call out from them.
Okay.
And I think it is bothering us a lot. I had the ambition back in 2015 when I was going to pay my admission fee. How I entered a bank, how they responded, how we are. That was when I had the ambition to work for this. And that has empowered me as I entered into the university here, reading Bachelor of Commerce, Accounting. I'm in level 300 now. And whenever we send our letters, we don't get any response from them.
Okay.
So I want to know how.
Okay. All right. So GCB has been around for almost 75 years. I'm happy to tell you that it has evolved. A lot of things have changed. So I'm not surprised. I've been in your position before. When I was looking for a job, I remember I went to Originate at Afrika. The receptionist went, "What are you here for?" "Oh, I'm looking for a job." "Oh, give me your CV." While I was walking out the reception glass door, I could see her ditching my CV into the dustbin. Well, my mom crowd. Me come and make check glass while I was going and check glass. What me CV, none of the two. That's good. That's why I was keen looking for internship. Anyway, things have changed. I know that you might have sent CVs and things like that never really worked out. As a bank, we are positioning ourselves for tomorrow. As I speak with you, we've had discussions around graduate employment. In fact, we wanted to do it at the departmental level, but HR is actually thinking of doing it bank-wide, where we will have fairs on campuses, because we are also looking for best talent. Remember, the key part is best talent. If you are here and you think that class is not important, you've been lied to, because if we come on campus, we are not going to go for anybody lower than second class upper. We are not going to do that, because, like I said, before somebody engages with you, your persona gives off a certain vibe, and your persona is all the paperwork around you, all the things that you've been engaged in. We're looking for talent, and when we come, it will be top tier. We want to be competitive. So in the next 3 to 6 months, you will see material around our graduate employment program that anybody here will be free to apply to. As I speak, last week we had a set of graduate trainees being inducted. This is something that has come to stay. So sorry about all that has happened. When you check our LinkedIn pages, you'll see posts about this, and then feel free to apply. Once you apply and we engage with you, there's always opportunity. If you want to work in GCB, you have to just follow our content and be on the lookout for aspects regarding employment opportunities that will be posted, and then you can also get the opportunity to be with us. But like I promise you, things have changed. It's just not even ethical to not even respond at all. But the new wave that we see at GCB, even if you don't like it, we'll tell you that we don't like it, at least we won't keep quiet. But bear in mind, be on the lookout on our pages, and feel free to apply for any of the graduate positions that we'll be putting out there. Any other questions? Yes. 2 more questions and we are done. I saw a hand there. Let the lady speak first. You speak, I think I can hear you.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Please, I am a communication studies student, and I am so interested in your field as brand and marketing. This is my problem. Instead of me to concentrate on what I'm learning now, I'm full of creating, marketing, doing everything related to marketing communication. And that is making me lag behind my academia, where I'm supposed to focus on. So what am I supposed to do? Because I'm busy looking out for marketing, what to work for voiceovers, branding things for people, and I am not focusing on what I'm supposed to do now. Yes, please.
All right. I want to hand the mic to whoever can give her advice or give her a response. What do you think she should do?
Now, since you've applied for that course, learn. And it's not that as you are in school, you can learn that course and also learn aside that course. So you focus on that in class, and when you go outside the class, learn that course. Because if you are out here and you don't have good skills, no one can employ you.
Is that similar to what anybody else was going to say? You have a question? All right.
For me, what I will add up is for her to focus on the academic and also use focus on what she's into. Maybe something like marketing like this. While she's in class, she should try to convince a student that maybe she's into dress, or maybe something that she feels like selling on campus, so that after school she can create that network in case of maybe if people want her to maybe bring along maybe something like dresses or something, it won't be difficult for her due to the market that she already created in way back in campus. Yeah, that's a little I'll add.
All right, thank you. Just to conclude on that, your personal passion should not be an impediment to your academic progress. Strike a very good balance between the two. It's good to also have interest in other things, especially if they complement the course you're doing, but not at the expense of your academic progress. I hope you get me. Last question, and then we'll wrap up. Okay, last two questions.
Okay, thank you. Please, I'm Ruben Padinati, Confidence Level 200 students. You did mention of we to serve to be approved, and you said you were employed to a company without a pay. So I want to ask, here's the case, most of us, our parents are waiting for us to graduate and get employed.
Bring money.
Yes, and after that too, you are telling them that you are going to work with a company without a pay. So I want to know how you manage to survive, I mean your economic life during that period.
All right, that's a very good question. So when I moved to Accra, I was living behind Achimota Low Plan and living in my uncle's place. After doing my service, how much do they pay for service now? 700. All right. I think I was being paid 512 right after doing the service. So 512 is what I was getting, something around that. How did I survive? I had people in Kumasi who would be sending me 30 cedis a week. Back then, 2005, 2006, I would go to Force Station and then tell them my number, they would give me money. In as much as my parents wanted me to move back to Kumasi because there's everything there, I took the harsh decision to stay in Accra at the expense of the comfort of Kumasi. I was living off monies that they reluctantly sent because they were like, if you're not going to come back, don't expect that you will have the life that you would have if you were in Kumasi. Friends were also very supportive because I was moving places. I shared rooms with people just to get by. But then, something that I haven't talked about, while I was doing all the donkey job at the office, I was learning on the ground aspects related to marketing and production. So friends will call me, oh, Charlie, Obi, your program, you also per se, you put a man. Immediately, we will go find somebody who will do the construction for us. Somebody is doing an event at Legon, they want branding. I'll go to Newtown, go and assist with getting things printed for the person. So I got by with small monies I was making on the side based on friends, recommendations, and other engagements that I got myself into. So your point is valid, especially if you don't have any source of income. I'm not saying my way is the ideal because I got a chance and got the support, small, from friends and relatives. But what do you do when people are expectant of you to be bringing in and then you take the miraculous decision that you want to work for free? What do you have to do? How do you survive? Do you think you can engage your employer that this is my current situation? I know I said, can you do that? So what do you think you can do? If you don't have any other support anywhere.